Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to center the wrapper div so it sits in the middle of the browser window. So here's our web page, and we've made several divs. These divs are actually nested inside the wrapper div, and I showed how to do that in an earlier video. What we need to do is select the wrapper div. So I'm just going to come here and click any of my divs. So in this case I've picked up the navigation div, but if I come down here to all of my div tags that are listed, I can go back and choose the wrapper div. So sometimes that's the easiest way to pick up the wrapper div once you've made all your other divs. So that now selects the wrapper div for me. I then have my external style sheet, which we created in a previous video and which is attached to this web page, and my selectors here, my IDs, have already been created on that style sheet, and that was shown in the previous video as well. If you don't have these, you can always go to plus and add them in yourself by just typing #wrapper. So I need to pick up the wrapper div's ID here and then come and set some properties for it down the bottom here. So this is to do with layout, text, borders and backgrounds, and then you can add more CSS properties. We'll go to layout. First thing you need to do for your wrapper div is you need to set the width of it. So I'm going to set it to pixels and make sure that's 960 pixels. Press return and it sets that value. So 960 is a very typical width of a web page for today's browsers. So we're setting the width of our content to be 960 pixels. So that restricts that wrapper div so that it's no longer fulfilling the whole width of the screen. It's now restricted to just 960 pixels wide, and all other divs that sit inside of it can be no wider than the wrapper div. So they're all restricted to 960 as well in terms of what their maximum width can be. So we need to set the width. The other property that we need to set is, if we scroll down here, we need to set the margin left and the margin right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click here and just type auto and then press return, and then set the margin right to auto as well and press return. And what that does is it says that the navigation div is 960 pixels wide, so whatever screen width it's being displayed on, it's to occupy 960, but then the left and the right hand side is to be automatically calculated by the browser so that the div always appears central and in the middle. So that's how you can set your wrapper div to be centered on the page. You need to give it a width, and you need to set the margin left and the margin right to auto. Once you've done that, you can just save the page. So I'm just going to go to File and Save. A quicker way to do it is just to preview it in a browser to save it.